Anyone want to try to find the TQ? It means we start from T and then finish at Q. So which way do I have to choose? Yeah, it's TQ. Uh, is the screen already visible or it is not visible yet? It's visible, right? Yeah. For this question, you have to find the vector TQ. Okay, anyone want to help me to find which way? So we start from T and then our finishing point is at Q. So maybe you can go T. Why is it P? My question is asking TQ. So it start from T, finish at Q, not PQ. Yeah, so we go start from T, go to U. After go to U, we go to P. After we go P, we go to Q. Is there anyone who get confused or maybe disagree with the way that I choose? Is there anyone who get confused? No? So anyone can describe what factor, can tell me what factor is vector TQ? So we start from TU. In the vector TU, what factor it will be? Maybe Fia, can you answer what is vector TU? Fia? Fia?
Yes,
Yeah, can you help me what is vector TU?
vector TU.
Yes. You can check the parallel lines. When it is a different arrow, you just can put a negative, and when it is a different arrow, it will be positive still. So what is vector TU?
Wait.
Let me write it.
Negative B.
Okay. Did you get confused how to get negative B, or is there anyone who get confused why is it negative B? As you can see, the line it is parallel to this line. So we use this line, but the arrow from the question is going to the right, but our waist is going to the left. That's why we write it as negative B. Now what about the vector UP? Oops, sorry. What is the vector UP? Yeah, it will be negative A. What about vector PQ? Yeah, it will be C. Is there anyone who get confused so far? The C is in the same direction, so it will be plus C. Usually, you have to write it start from the positive first, so you can write it C minus A minus B. But if you write it as minus B minus A plus C, it's also okay. Is there anyone who get confused or maybe still do not understand? Is there anyone who get confused? No? For sure, no confusion? Okay. If no confusion, let us continue. We have to find the vector px. Px where the x is the midpoint of TQ. If you get confused, it will be better if you try to decorate your diagram. So in here, I can make line that connect from T into Q. So this is the vector TQ. This is the TQ. So I can make TQ because this is start from T and then finish at Q. So the arrow will be like this. And then we already have the arrow and it says the X is the midpoint at TQ. So it means because this is only a diagram, usually you don't have to draw it accurately. You just can label it. So this is just a symbol that already divide TQ into two equal line. So this is the X will be there. Is there anyone who get confused or my explanation is confusing? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, if no one asks me anything to the chat box also, let us find the vector px. Px means we start from P, finish at x. The P is here, the x is there. So anyone can help me? Which way do I have to choose to find the vector px? Anyone want to suggest me? Okay, someone told me it will be P U, so P plus U, PU plus UT plus with TX. Is there any another way, or there is a different way, or is there anyone who disagree with this way? So start from P, go to U, so I write it as PU. From U, I go to T, so I write it as UT. Start from T, I go to the X, that's why I write it as TX. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, if no one have no confusion, I will pick this. So for the PX, what is factor PU? PU, sorry. What is factor PU? Anyone want to help me? Danielle, can you help me? Danielle, are you there? What is factor PU, Danielle? Danielle, I cannot hear you. Okay, maybe I'll go to the other students. Nico, can you help me? What is factor PU? Nico, are you still there?
Yes.
Yeah, but I could not hear your voice, Danielle. I already saw that you are trying to unmute yourself, but I cannot hear anything. Yes, Nico, can you help me? What is factor PU? Nico? Mm-hmm.
Is S
PU. PU. Only PU. PU. So start from P, go to U. Do you understand or not so far when I discuss PU? Start from P, go to U. What factor is it?
A.
Nah, factor A. Is there anyone who get confused but do not want to tell me? It's okay to tell me if you have a confusion rather than you keep being quiet. So the PU, I will write it as A. Now for the UT, it's the second one, it's UT. Anyone want to help me? What factor is UT? From U to the T. Is it positive or is it negative?
B.
Yeah, B. So I'll
Positive.
do plus B. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused so far? Oops, sorry. Oh my god. Is there anyone who get confused so far?
No.
Really? For sure? Okay. Let me rewrite again. UX plus, sorry, PU plus UT plus TX. The PX before you write it as A. Oopsie. A plus with the B. Now what about the TX? Anyone want to help me? What is TX? Tx is the x is the midpoint of tq. So later tx will be how many part of tq? Hello?
Half.
Yeah, so it will be a half of tq. Is there anyone who get confused if I write tx is a half of tq? No? Okay, if no one have no confusion, I will write px. So for the px, later it will be equals to A plus B plus a half of how many? Did we already find the TQ before? What is the TQ? Read the question properly. We already find the TQ at the question 1. Please try to read question here. C minus A minus B. Is there anyone who get confused? Please read the question properly for the factor. It says TQ, not PQ. Please read the question properly. Read the label properly. The factor actually easy as long as you want to read the question and also the diagram properly. So in here it will be A plus B and then a half times C, it will be a half C, or I can write it as C per 2. Negative a half times negative A, I will write it as A per 2. And then the B also, negative B times a half, it will be minus B per 2. Is there anyone who have confusion so far? Is there anyone? No? Okay, if no one asks me anything, I will continue. So later px, it will be equals to how many a if we already simplified? If we are going to simplify this, it will be how many a in total? You simplify a and also, sorry?
Half A.
Yeah, it will be a half a. I'll write it as a per 2. And then, what about the b? How many b will be there? Yeah, it will be a half b. And then for the c, it will be stay as a half of c. Is there anyone who have any confusion so far? Is there anyone who have confusion so far? All of them are having a half. I can take out a half outside. So I can write it a half times a plus b plus c. You can pick either one, which one is do you want, but usually if more simplified, it will be better if you take the last one, a half times a plus b plus c. Is there anyone who have confusion so far, or my explanation is still confusing, you still don't know how to do? Please let me know if any one of you are still getting confused. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, if no confusion, I will move to the next question. Okay, this is easier. Anyone want to help me to find AC? Maybe I want to talk to Marvel. I haven't heard Marvel voice. Marvel, can you help me to, yeah, can you help me to find AC? What factor is factor AC?
B plus D.
B plus D. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused? Why is it B plus D? No? Okay. Let me talk to Sujoy. It's not there, yeah. Okay. Daniel, I cannot hear his voice. Ins. Ins.
Yes.
Okay. Can you help me to find BX? Is
Px.
BX. The question B.
Half D.
Yeah, half of D. I write it as D per 2. Okay, correct. Now for the AX. Natalie, can you help me to find AX?
B
P plus. Okay, is there anyone who get confused? Why is it B plus a half D? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Is my voice laggy or anything? No. Okay. Because someone said that my voice is laggy. Okay. If you have no confusion, let us move to the dy. Read the ratio properly. Let me talk to Hugo. Hugo, what is dy?
dy
Mm-hmm.
the factor
Sorry? Yeah, factor. What factor is factor dy? Remember, dy is 2 times of cy. Y is not a half of dc. So please read the question properly. What is factor dy? Or maybe you can translate what does it mean by dy is equals to 2cy. From this sentence, what do you can get? What is the connection between dc and also the sentence of dy is equals to 2cy? Can you help me?
no confused
Confused, okay. So in here, you can see that dy is 2 times of cy. So this is cy only this much. And then it says dy is 2 times of cy. So I can make like this. This much is for cy. Not really accurate. Maybe, yeah. So this is if cy is only this much, the dy it will be 2 times of cy. So it means we divide the dc into 3 parts. Is it confusing? 3 equal parts. So later in total for dy it will be 2 per 3 of dc, and then for yc in here it will be 1 per 3 of dc. Is there anyone who get confused or my explanation is confusing still? Or if you still do not get it with this one, I can say that dc is equals to dy plus cy. Agree? Do you agree if I write dc is equals to dy plus cy? Agree, right? In this line, yeah. So in here I can say that dc is equals to the dy in here. I can replace it into 2cy plus cy. So in total for dc it will be 3 times of cy. Or in another word, I can say that cy is equals to 1 per 3 of dc. If dc in a whole all of them are one part, so it means the dy it will be 2 per 3 of dc. Is there anyone who get confused so far, or my explanation is more confusing or anything? Please let me know whenever you have any confusion, so maybe I can try to explain it more better or anything. Is there anyone who have confusion? No? No.
Until become teacher.
Which one? Which part that making you confused? The 3 parts. Okay. So in here, let me rewrite again. You can try to draw the diagram, like make a sketch, or you can do it with the algebraic function. You can pick. In here, if I use the diagram, I just decorate the diagram. I can see that dy is 2 times of cy. So it means I can make like 2 lines in here, that is as long as cy. So later in total I can see that the dc is divided into 3 equal parts. That's why in here the dc get 2 lines. That's the dy get 2 lines. That's why I write it as 2 per 3 dc. And then the cy in here only get 1 line out of 3. That's why it will be 1 per 3 of dc. This is if you try to decorate. If you try to use the algebraic, also possible. You know that the line DC, you focus at the line DC only. There is 2 lines, the line DY and also the line YC. Not CY, so it's supposed to be YC. So DY and also YC. So in here, the DY, I can replace it into 2CY. Why can I replace it? Because it's given from the question. From the sentence that already put box on it, dy is equals to 2cy. That's why the dy I can replace it into 2cy. 2cy plus cy in total it will be 3cy. So later if I'm going to find the cy, I can just divide the dc into 3. That's why it will be 1 per 3 of dc. And then I use the first sentence, dy is equals to 2 times cy. The cy before I already get it as 1 per 3 of dc. 2 times 1 per 3 of dc, yeah, it will be 2 per 3 of dc. So which way that you feel more comfortable with, you can pick. Is it still confusing for you, Nico, or how? Nico.
No,
Or it's clear. Okay. If it is fine, now let us find the dy. So what factor is factor dy? Anyone maybe can help me? Oopsie. What is a factor dy? Samia, maybe can you help me? What factor is dy? Samia.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, can you help me? What factor is factor dy? Dy.
I don't know.
You can see the dy is 2 per 3 of dc. What factor is dc?
2 per 3b.
Yeah. So you know, right? Or is it confusing still?
No.
No, for sure. Let me please feel free to ask whenever you have any question. Do not keep being quiet.
Okay.
Okay. So if no one have no confusion, let us move to the factor ay. Jasmine, can you help me to find the factor ay?
D plus
Hmm.
2 per 3B.
D plus, okay, 2 per 3b. Okay. Is it confusing or is there anyone who disagree and getting confused so far? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If no one have no confusion, let us move to the xy. Subasa, are you still there? Subasa?
I am not there.
Can you help me to find the factor xy now?
D per D per 2, right? Or
D per 2, D per how many? D per 3? B or D? Sorry.
D
Uh-huh. D. D per how many? XY. Yeah. D per 2, correct. And then
plus 1/3, a third of DC.
plus 1 third of DC. Is it?
A third.
Huh? Subscore plus
1 per 3
1 per 3. 1 per 3 of
DC.
what is factor DC?
Of DC. Wait, what?
What factor is factor DC? What factor is factor DC? Which one is factor DC? Line DC is parallel to which line? Mm-hmm.
B, right?
It's parallel to AB, so it will be is it B per 3? Is it? Is there anyone who agree or disagree with this answer? Is it correct? Is it correct?
Oh, yeah, B per
Is it correct if the answer for the factor f is D per 2 plus B per 3? Is it correct?
Yes.
Really?
Alright.
Now let us check. Let us check. XY. So it means we go from X to the C. Please draw the arrow. This is X to the C. The arrow is the same. So correct for D per 2. But now from the C we are going to the Y, right? When we go to the Y, the arrow is different from the original arrow. Look in here, our arrow when we are going to go to the Y, we go to the left. But from the question, the arrow is going to the right. So it will not be D per 2 plus B per 3. But it's supposed to be how many? Hello? Hello? Is my explanation confusing or still not clear enough or anything? D per 2 and then, yes, Erika? Minus, it will be minus B per 3. Is there anyone who get confused so far or my explanation is confusing, you still do not understand? Is there anyone who get confused still? No?
Teacher.
Sorry, yes, Erika? Get confused?
No.
No, okay. Is there anyone else having any confusion? No? Okay, so for the factor in here, all the case, you need to read the question properly, check the question from where to where, and then please label the arrow. Compare your own arrow with the arrow from the question. When the arrow is in the same direction, it will be positive. When the direction is opposite to each other, you have to put negative on it. Yeah, is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If no one have no confusion, I will move to the next question. This is the IGCSE question in 2019 question. So in the one question there is 6 mark. Yeah, this is the IGCSE question. Now let us try to finish it. We still have 15 minutes. I think it will be enough. Okay, OAB is a triangle. This is the OAB. You can check the triangle. ABC is also a straight line. And then PQC is also a straight line. P is the midpoint of OA, so it means letter AP will be having the same length as PO. Q is the midpoint of PC, so it means PQ and QC they are having the same length. And then the other ratio we have OQ to QB it will be 3 to 1. So it means in line OP later it means I have to find the total for 3 and 1. 3 and 1 the total will be 4. So it means later for the OQ it will be how many part of OB? Anyone want to help me? OQ it will be how many part of OB? OQ and QB, the ratio is 3 to 1. So later for the OQ, it will be how many part of OB? Are you still there or am I talking to myself only?
3.
The ratio, this is 3, this is 1. So in total, how many? In total, how many? 4, right? So it means the OQ, it will be equals to 3/4 of OB. Is there anyone who get confused if I write like this? OQ is 3/4 of OB. Is there anyone who get confused?
No.
No, for sure. So for QB it will be how many part of OB? Hello?
1 per
Yeah, 1/4 of OB. Now let us move to the next question and the next sentence. OA is 4A. So it means the arrow will be going up or going down. Don't forget, if there is no arrow from the question, you will have to label it based on the sentence given. OA is 4A. So later the arrow will be start from O or going to the A or from A go to from A go to O. Which one?
O to A.
Yeah, so it will be going up. Is there anyone who get confused?
No.
Now for OB, where do the arrow have to go?
O to P.
Yeah, so it will be looking go up. Is there anyone having any questions so far? Now let us label. OA is 4A. So it means if I want to find the factor OP, it will be how many A? Factor OP, it will be how many A? Yeah, it will be 2A only. And then now what about the PA?
2A.
Is there anyone who get confused so far? Is there anyone who get confused when I write the OP is 2A, PA is 2A? Is there anyone who have any confusion? No, for sure. Please kindly try to listen. If you have question, feel free to ask. Because sometimes even in for the factor only, the 1 mark for one question, it can be like 10 marks or 15 marks. So please pay attention. If you have any question, feel free to interrupt me. Do not keep being quiet. Because factor actually is so very easy. The things in here you just need to pay attention, read the question properly, label give the label properly to the diagram given. Like giving the arrow, if you give the arrow in a different way, all the answer will be wrong. That's why please label the question properly. Read the question properly. Hello, am I still connected to you? Suddenly I cannot see anyone. Hello? Okay. Now let us continue to the OB. OB is 8b. So now if I want to find the length of vector OQ, what vector it will be for vector OQ? What vector is vector OQ? Yes, Nico. Yes, Hugo. Hello, I cannot hear anyone now. Hello. Can you hear me? I cannot hear Nico at all. OQ. Please read the question properly. OQ. OQ. In here, before we already discussed. OQ is 3/4 of OB. This is. So OQ it will be what vector ya? Hello? What vector is vector OQ? I cannot hear anyone. Can you please try to type it in the chat box? I think my internet or anything is what vector is vector OQ? Yeah, it will be 6b. Is there anyone who get confused? Why is it 6b? The vector OB is 8b. 3/4 times 8b. The answer it will be 6b. Oh my god, why is it so difficult just to read the question, yeah? 3/4 of OB. So it will be 3/4 times with the OB. What is OB? OB is 8b, not 4a. Please read the question properly. So it will be 6b. Is there anyone who get confused still? Is there anyone? No? Okay, so now what vector is vector QB? QB. Yeah, it will be 2b. Is there anyone who get confused? Why is it 2b? It will be 1/4 times 8b. The answer will be 2b. Now let us find the vector AB. AB means we go from A go to O. After that from O we go to B. So what vector it will be? Hello, suddenly I cannot hear anyone. Can you please try to type it on the chat box? AO. Please kindly check the arrow. How many times do I have to tell you? Please kindly focus at the arrow. Different direction, it will be negative. Same direction, it will be... Okay, you cannot hear me? Okay, then let me try... Okay, wait. Is my voice not audible? Hello? Is my voice gone or anything? Hello? I cannot hear anyone. Wait. Hello? Can you hear me? I cannot hear anyone. Okay, let me try to change my internet then. Wait. Okay, wait. Hello? Can you hear me now or is it still not audible? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I really cannot hear anyone. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Okay, then. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, now let us continue. So what vector is vector AB? We start from the A, go to O, and then from O go to B. Please look at the arrow properly. When the arrow is opposite, you have to put negative. When the arrow is in the same direction, you put positive. So what is the answer? Yes, the answer it will be negative for A plus 8B. Is there anyone who get confused so far? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, if no confusion, let us move to the vector PQ. PQ, so it means we go from P to the O, from O to the Q. So which line do we have to show in here? It will be better if you label it. So I go from P to the O, after O, and then I go from O to the Q. So what vector it will be? It will be negative 2a plus 6b, correct. Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused so far, or my explanation is not clear enough, or anything is confusing? Yes, vector will be easy as long as you know how to label the diagram properly, put the arrow properly, so you will be able to answer all the question. Now let us continue to the OQ. What vector is vector OQ? It will be 6b. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused so far? No confusion? Okay. If later in the IGCSE paper, when you write vector, please put underline on each letter, yeah. For the vector like 6b, you put underline on the letter B. Something, sorry, I cannot move my, yeah. You put underline like, sorry, where is it? Not moving. Yeah, for each only the letter you put underline like that to make sure that it is a vector later in the IGCSE paper, because when I try to annotate I cannot make the underline sign. That's why you please put by yourself later on when it is in the IGCSE question. Now we are going to find the vector AB. We already have vector AB, which is negative 4a plus 8b, and then now we need to find vector BC. Anyone want to help me to find vector BC? Which way do I have to use? From B to the C? Which way do I have to use? If I want to go from B and then finish at C? Anyone want to try to help me? Which way do I have to use? PQC, okay, PQC. But do you have the QC? Do you have the QC? Or is it? Yeah. No? Sorry?
We draw another line.
Draw another line? How? Which line do you mean?
Wait. Wait, never mind. Wait.
Hmm.
The wrong letter.
Okay, if PQ we already have it, but for the QC, do we have it? Not yet, yeah. Now what about the PA? Can we find PA? So we are going to go in a long way. So like P to the A, from A to the O, and then O to the Q. But later will not be finished to the C. Anyone want to help me? Maybe you can find the PA first. Do we already have the PA?
AB.
Negatives.
We can just take from question
Yeah.
A.
Yeah, we can take from the question A, correct. And then which one? The AB? Hmm?
Negative 4a.
Negative 4A. Is it? If AB, we already have it. Negative 4A plus 8B. If BA, yeah, opposite. So it will be 4A minus 8B. Now we are going to find BC. BC. BC, do we have something related to the Q? Wait, did I copy the question properly? Yeah. Of P is the midpoint of OA. Not yet. No, I think I missed something in here. Wait. Yeah, I think I missed some words in here. I forgot to copy in here. I think, yeah, because we need information between P, Q, C, but I think I forgot to write it in here. Yeah, maybe we will continue to discuss it tomorrow on what day do we have class on Tuesday. For the homework, I'll give you a homework. Please kindly do only 2 slides. This is also from IGCSE question. The homework is only doing the question A and also the question B. So this is one question in the IGCSE Cambridge checkpoint IGCSE. So the question A in total will be having 7 or 9 marks. The B in total it will be having like 5 marks. That's why I really want all of you to pay attention. If you have any question, please kindly try to do by yourself first. At least you will know what kind of a question for the IGCSE test later on, because you will be having it next semester. So please kindly try to do it. Later I will be sharing the checkpoint. The PowerPoint. I think that's all for today's class. Good morning and thank you, students.